Hello everyone, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is my monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my beautiful Sagittarius, for April 2018. So it's for you, my gorgeous Sagittarius, for April 2018. A very interesting month that is going to bring you number one as your number when it comes to the actual numerology. Number one is very important. Number one is very significant, which means that this is all about the new beginning. This is all about the new start. This is all about a fresh start. But it's not only about that. It's about the fact that April is going to be like the beginning of the whole new adventure. It is going to feel like that. It is going to feel great. It is going to feel wonderful, and it is going to be very significant because there are going to be the situations. Number one is also trying to let you know that there is going to be the certain situation that is just going to arise in your life, and that situation is going to be very unusual, very interesting, completely brand new situation, which is going to make you react in a completely different way. On another hand, that is going to bring the whole new world of possibilities, and some very interesting option is going to become available for you by the end of this month. My gorgeous Sagittarius, is a very important option that it's going to become available, or it's going to manifest in your life by the end of April 2018. When it comes to the actual health, you see, you're just going to basically need to make a certain changes when it comes to your diet. You see, I've seen this before, and this seems to be keep on repeating. Slight sensitivity area when it comes to your digestion, when it comes to your stomach, and when it comes to that type of health. You see, you're just going to need to make certain changes, and these changes that you're going to need to make when it comes to your health, of course, it's going to be very important, and it's going to have a huge reflection on your whole digestive system. So expect to, like, kind of, even if you're eating super healthy, expect your stomach, you know, you will be able to feel your stomach, you will be able to sense your stomach and things like that. And this is just your body trying to let you know, or your body will try to let you know, that there are certain changes that you're going to need to make when it comes to your diet. Maybe you're super healthy, maybe you need to bring more in, maybe you need to take some of the food out, and maybe if you are aware of the fact that you're maybe not eating healthy and that you should to make some certain changes in your diet, then that's absolutely great. You know, just basically try to work out, you know, which dietary changes you need to make in order to eat as healthy as possible. So when it comes to your health, this is going to be very significant, slightly like a negative area at around the stomach area. But on another hand, when it comes to the actual health, when it comes to the actual energy levels, like, you're also going to be able to feel, sense, and enjoy these wonderful energy levels that are just going to feel so much better. And also, it's not only about brilliant energy levels, but it's just about the fact of how much you can do and how much more you can actually achieve in your life when your energy levels are just perfect. So that's very, very important, my beautiful Sagittarius, indeed. The very first date that I need you to be careful about is this, not careful, but I need you to pay attention to. It's going to be the 2nd of April. The 2nd of April, you are going to have a very good news, very powerful news about a certain accomplishment, which is just going to be connected to somebody who means to you a lot, somebody who you love a lot, somebody who loves you a lot. Like a certain family member is going to have a really good news, which is going to be brilliant, and it's a lot to do with their own, like, wealth. It's a lot to do with their own confidence. It's a lot to do with their own stability and things like that. So this is going to mean to you quite a lot, because this was something that you were worrying about. And also, another thing that I was going to say is that there is going to be a very, very interesting situation that is going to arise by the end of 2nd of April. It's a huge success that you will be able to feel and enjoy and sense. You will be aware of that. You will be aware of the fact that there is a certain success that is about to manifest, something that you wanted to do in a really long time, something that you were working on in a really long time, and something that was kind of making you anxious and making you nervous about a certain stage in your life, something that you couldn't do much about it. You just kind of had to understand that certain things, you know, take a certain time and take a certain moderation. However, the bottom line is that there is a really nice success after anxiety by the end of 2nd of April 2018. And also I can see some kind of trip, some kind of journey that you will plan, or you will start planning certain trip or certain journey, or you're going to start feeling that you want to have a little trip or a little journey away, or you are going to go. However, this is going to be very interesting. This is going to be very powerful. I said this hundreds of times. When I see in my reading certain journeys, when they happen at around a certain time, it also means that there's something very interesting and very spiritual waiting for you, a certain realization, whether it's while you're booking this journey, whether while you're traveling to go there, whether when you're over there, or whether you're on your way back. However, something very interesting is going to happen to you. Very good and very, very spiritual indeed. Expect another omen that is just going to be very, very powerful later on in your life. The second important day is the 12th of April. Now, ooh la la, the 12th of April, it's all about you finally getting control over the situation. This is very important for those of you that have been feeling like you need a little bit of grounding. For those of you that have been feeling like, oh my God, so many days you feel like a slightly different dimension. You feel like you're in some kind of a dream, you know, you feel like you're dreaming, you know, it all depends. Now, the 12th of April is going to be very interesting because this is the day of grounding. This is the day of grounding. This is why I'm suggesting, you see, for grounding, it's so important. Absolutely beautiful. This beautiful power bracelet, which I sell in my store, of course. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's a hematite bracelet, and it's probably the most powerful thing when it actually comes to your own personal grounding. So when you feel like you need a little bit of grounding, or when you don't really feel yourself, oh, it all feels like some kind of a dream, you know. Some people enjoy this and some people don't enjoy this. It all depends what part of spiritual journey you are at and what you're going to get or gain out of it. And that's why for a little bit of grounding, and I highly suggest like a hematite, and hematite you can get in my store. Basically, to wear this throughout April would be fantastic, but every time when you feel like a little bit of grounding, I highly suggest this. However, the 12th of April is going to bring a really brilliant situation. You're going to have a control over a situation, you're going to get your strength, and you're going to get your courage, and there is also certain idea that is going to come to you, or a certain thing that you're going to be particularly thinking about, and you will want to focus on it because it's just something, it's going to be connected to something that you wanted to do, but you just didn't have enough confidence, power, self-esteem and things like that. So this is why this is going to be so powerful. Also on the 12th of April is absolutely brilliant day if you want to start something new, if you want to like for the new beginnings, for the signing and things like that. Just the energy is absolutely right. And let me tell you that you're also going to be very wise on this particular day. Your intuition is going to be extremely enhanced. So it's a very good to like on the whole of the 12th of April from the actual morning, just try to pay attention to signs, try to pay attention to what you see, what you sense, try to pay attention to what you feel attracted to, try to pay attention to what energetically you feel attracted to, what would you like to do. You see, it all depends what kind of messages you are going to have. However, this is going to be very interesting indeed. The third powerful day is going to be on the 28th of April. Now the 28th of April is going to be very powerful because it's going to mark, this is going to mark, of course, 28, 29, 30. We've got like a couple of more days until the end of April, but this is not only a couple of days before the end of April, this is also going to mark your own brand new beginning. Brand new beginning. Big problem is going away. The big heaviness on your shoulders is going to go away. You're gonna feel much lighter. You're gonna start feeling, oh, finally time to relax. Oh, finally time for the next stage. Oh, finally satisfaction. You're just gonna feel so much lighter than you felt before, and it is going to have absolutely brilliant impact on you and brilliant impact on people around you. And after this moment, there is quite a lot going to change. After the 28th of April, you're going to become very busy, you're going to become very motivated, and your intuition is going to be guiding you in a really, really wonderful ways indeed. Okay, another thing I was going to say, which is really powerful, is like a lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli, also known as a stone of an ancient Egypt, very powerful indeed when it comes to our own spirituality, when it comes to our own intuition, when it comes to our own, you know, spirituality in general, when it comes to us like trying to work out our omens, our signs and things like that. This is going to be the months when a lot is going to be like highlighted and enhanced when it comes to your own spirituality, when it comes to your own omen, when it comes to your own signs. So I'm highly suggesting to get this lapis lazuli. This comes with a sterling silver and a sterling silver chain, and you can buy this on my website. Every time you feel spiritual, every time you want to find out certain signs and things like that, just wear lapis lazuli, because it's not only going to help you to attract, to understand these things, but it's going to be able to recognize these particular messages when they're around us. I highly recommend this indeed. The very first part of April 2018, it's going to feel like you want to, maybe the very first couple of days, you're going to feel like you want to spend a little bit of time by yourself. It's going to be again like a tiny little hermit mode. Hermit modes are very powerful. Hermit modes are very significant, and we all need those in our lives, because when we have a hermit mode, we basically spend the time with ourselves. When we spend a little bit of time with ourselves, we are in touch with our own spirituality even more, and we are able to sense and get to the certain area and certain stages about our lives we are not normally able to get. Therefore, it helps a lot with like solving certain problems and things like that. So I'm seeing a couple of days you're going to have a little solitude moment, a little bit of like a hermit moment, but then straight away after that you're going to have your own beautiful emergence, and you're going to feel very, very purified indeed, and that purification is just going to have a wonderful impact on you. And also the first part of April is going to be very significant for those of you that are working with a team. There is something very good going to happen, and also if you're like, for example, something very good is going to happen, something very significant, more work is going to be followed and stepped in the right new direction indeed. And if you're retired, for example, you see this is also going to be very significant indeed, because if you're retired, just expect to hear a good news when it comes to something that you have been focusing on, something that you were waiting to hear about. And this is going to be very important, because this is going to be followed by, this is connected to the fact of what you wanted to do for a really long time, and it's also automatically going to bring a new, really big wish. It's going to come through, and that wish is going to be very significant, but it's going to come with a little trick. It's going to come with a little trick, because it's going to be connected to the fact that something that you feel very passionate about, you're going to have to cut out of your life. Something that you feel very passionate about, that you were working on for a really long time, you wanted it to happen, but maybe it just became a slightly stagnant stage in your life. You see, you will just realize that after that point, after that moment, you will want to turn your back at that, and you will want to kind of escape certain situation, which is on another hand make you very synchronized with other things and other stages in your life. Basically, you're just going to realize that there is no point holding on to something, maybe it's not working anymore. You know, it's just all about the next stage in your life, because you will realize this synchronicity is going to be your own personal road to the actual success. Straight away, by the time we get to the second part of April 2018, you see, there is going to be the turning point that you're going to have. That turning point is a lot going to be connected to your own personal recognition, and that personal recognition is going to mean to you so much, because it's going to make you feel so much better about yourself. It's going to bring you this beautiful energy, this beautiful feeling of self-esteem and things like that, which is going to be followed by you feeling really happy, of course, and also a really there is an honor, literally an honor that you're going to feel. And this is a lot to do with your work. This is a lot to do with your achievements. This is a lot to do with your professional life. And if you're retired, this is also a lot to do with the next stage in your life. Again, this is a lot to do with, for example, an overwhelming emotion that you are going to have, the new beginning, you see, and the new stage. This is going to be followed by the new stage in your life. You starting to do new things in your life. You're starting to focus on new things in your life. And this is also going to help you to push big problem, big burden. It's coming to an end. This big problem that it's coming to an end, it's connected to lots of other little problems, but one is a major one, if I can call it like that, you see. And this is a lot to do with like finances. This is a lot to do with work, and this is a lot to do with the new direction in your life, you see. However, there is going to be a really big reason for celebration for you indeed. Okay, the third part of April 2018, the third part of April 2018 is also going to bring an indecisive situation. There is a situation you will have, and this is a lot to do with your personal life, and you making a really big decision about your home, really big decision about your life, really big decision about how you feel. This is going to be the time of you emotionally detaching yourself from the things that have been kind of bringing you down, and you emotionally attaching yourselves to the things that are making you happy, that are progressing you to go, that are helping you to progress, to go towards the right direction. There is a certain realization that you're going to have about a wishful thinking, you see. Wishful thinking about a certain stage in your life, it's going to come to an end, but this is brilliant when we realize this. This is brilliant when you come to this stage, come to this point in your life, because you just have another door open indeed. A certain friend is going to need your help, like a lot, or a certain family member. However, this person means to you a lot. You love this person so much, and that person will be going through a really difficult time in their life, and they will need a little bit of your help, you see, and you will come through and you will help this person, which is absolutely wonderful. And also the last part of April is just there is a big something you will want to focus on your home. You will want to focus like on some kind of home changes. This is going to be very important actually when it comes to the end of April. And it's also, you will want to make certain changes. You will be focusing on making certain changes when it comes to your home. You will feel like, I just want to change things. No, just change it. And that's absolutely brilliant. It's a good energy when you keep on changing things. And also realization that there is something is going to take slightly longer. What you were focusing on your home, certain change, really big change that you wanted to do, you're going to realize it's going to take slightly longer, but once that time goes, it's like you're going to have like a really wonderful and swift change indeed. However, it is going to be a really positive outcome. Okay, when it comes to the actual Sagittariuses in relationship, you see, basically there is a big problem that you will want to sit down and discuss with your partner, husband, wife. Something that was on the back of your mind for a really long time, something that was on the back of your mind for a while, something that it's just, again, it's like not one thing, but there are lots of things, but revolving around this particular one thing, and something that is just not letting you to relax when it comes to your partner, when it comes to your husband, when it comes to your wife. So the bottom line is that the big problem is going to have to come through. Big problem is going to have to come through. I'm not saying it's going to have to come through. I'm not saying it's going to manifest then and there. This is something that was on your mind for a really long time, something that you wanted to discuss for a really long time, something that was bothering you for a really long time. And it's really good and it's really important to discuss this, talk about the problems, talk about this, say what's bothering you, see, and this is the situation. So I can see a very important conversation between you and your partner, and then I can see you actually coming to a really important resolution. So that's the bottom line, that there is going to come a very important resolution after that moment, after that point in your problems in your life, and you're just going to realize that's fine. You're just going to have to keep the balance right, and this is actually going to make edit the balance of the relationship in the direction that it should be edited towards. So this is going to be very important to discuss what this actual problem is, okay? And on another hand, when it comes to those Sagittarius that are single, you see, I can see that there is, again, I'm seeing that there is some kind of a heartbreak going to be going on. And this is for the Sagittarius that are single, my lovelies. It's a heartbreak, which means that there's just someone from the past that's going to come to poke through, or someone from the past is going to try to come through. This could be a lover, an ex-lover, this could be a husband, an ex-husband, an ex-wife, this could be even somebody who used to fancy, and then you see them again, like you didn't see them in like about 2 or 3 weeks, and then you see them again, and it's again like, oh God, I want to see them again. It's just someone that is just standing there at the back of your mind without you even realizing, maybe just draining your energy, and you're just focused on somebody who maybe you shouldn't focus on. And this is the realization, an important realization. When I say that there's a single Sagittarius, is that you're going to have an important realization to do with your heartbreak. Most certainly this is to do with the fact that you're going to realize that it's just time to move on from that particular person. Maybe you're liking someone, maybe you're fancying someone, maybe you want to be with someone that you're not even realizing. Subconsciously, you know, this is like really and this is really enhanced, you see, and it's preventing anyone else to come into your life. You see, when you do this, it's basically you just close all the doors around you. As soon as you realize who this is, this person is not good, bye-bye, and then that person just goes, you see. And it's also, there is something not really positive connected to that person, something quite negative is connected to that person. This person likes to cheat, or they like to have more people at the same time. It's just no, not for what you want if you want a relationship indeed. So that's why this is really important, and that's why this is going to be a massive realization. But just don't get me wrong, you know, you are going to be going out a lot, you are going to be socializing a lot, you're going to be meeting lots of people. I can see you flirting and having a great time. But you know, this is very important to single out who this person is and just to say bye-bye to them. So you just allow to someone new and wonderful to come through. Okay, my beautiful Sagittariuses, thank you ever so much for watching my video, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you already haven't done so. Don't forget to share me on Facebook, Twitter, social networks, share me wherever you like. Thank you ever so much for watching. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.